How y'all doing out there? This is your host, Scion919, and this is The Proof is in the Pudding podcast. And right now I'm sitting with the very talented, very beautiful Alexa V. How you feeling today?
Hello, I'm feeling fantastic. I just came from the gym, so
Okay.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm Alexa V.
All right, that's dope. So before we get started, we want to jump into one of your videos. You can go ahead and introduce that for me.
Yeah, so this video is called I and You, and here it is.
All right, here we go.
Carry one wish someday that you could see between the lines, the hidden lines, deep in your eyes. I'll never ever leave a check for 1 second, cause we're one step ahead from everyone else. Everyone. For the honeymoon, you'll be magical in your fine skin. Make love all night and over the horizon. Fly up as high as we can. I can't stop eyeing you. I can't stop eyeing you. I really don't think you understand. You're dealing with the legs all alone. Across the space and and just to hold your hand. I'll never ever get the cold shoulder, cause I made you extend it over again. Honeymoon, it'll be magical in your mind. Make love all night and over the horizon. Fly up as high as you can. I can't stop eyeing you. I can't stop eyeing you. Can't stop eyeing you. I can't get my eyes on you. Eyes on you. No, get my eyes on you. Oh, you can't stop eyeing you, baby. I can't stop eyeing you. Can't stop eyeing you.
Really feeling that song right there. Can't stop eyeing you. Alexa
Thank
V in the
you.
building. Yeah, how you
Thank
doing
you.
today?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing good. That video was shot in Mexico.
In Mexico. Wow.
hmm
So what was that like?
It was fun. It was super fun. Hey, I mean, look, my ocean, nature, it's my vibe.
So you on that. That's very dope. That's very dope. I'm really excited about you being on the show today. So for the people that may not know you, can you tell them a little bit about where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from the Bronx, New York. Um,
Okay.
That's where I was born and raised. But now I'm living in New Jersey. So yeah, this is where I make all the magic now. Got my
Okay.
little home studio, just
So
learning and growing, just like we all are doing. So
I
yeah.
feel you on that. That's dope right there. So growing up in the Bronx, can you tell us a little bit about that? What was that like? And in your early experiences with music, what inspired you?
Growing up with great. I mean, there's a lot of talent that came from the Bronx. And my parents, like, they were into music. Early mornings, my mom will always wake me up with loud music, great music, like from Madonna, Whitney, Monica, Brandy. So I grew up a lot listening to them. And, I would practice my singing every morning.
Wow.
The times when she's not, waking me up with the loud music, I will wake her up with my voice. At that time, it was
So
horrible, but she
wow.
closed her door and she just let me sing and practice, and that's how I felt like those artists helped me develop my voice, my Alexa V voice. So
That's dope right there. So as a child, are those the artists that kind of inspired you, or what artists would you say inspired you?
no, yeah, them. It was definitely them: Madonna, Whitney, Aaliyah, um, Alicia Keys,
Wow.
Celine Dion. Some Beyonce. Um, yeah, I mean, you know, those are the artists.
Yeah, there's definitely some legends right there. So at what
Right, right.
age did you know that singing was your thing, or when was the first age you remember where you like, yo, I want to do that?
Where I want to do that. I would say last year.
Last year. Wow.
Yeah, because like at that age, yes, I would sing, but I was also writing songs. I didn't
Right.
know that I was songwriting. That's what I was doing, but I just picked up a book and a pen and I was just like kind of create music. And that's what I really love, just writing songs. So like throughout my years, like in school, I will always have a book and a pen with me. And
Wow.
like that was my goal to, yes, sing, but to be also a songwriter,
Right.
write songs. I kind of taught myself. And now, I was just like, I'm not getting any placements. I tried to like have my songs placed to certain mainstream or even local artists. And
Right.
I was like, you know what? Let me be the artist. Let me take some of these songs and let me sing it myself, and when that time comes, then I'll write for, some of these great artists. So yeah.
So at what age do you remember, as far back as you can remember, how old were you when you wrote your first song?
I was 7.
7. Wow.
7. Yeah, I was
Wow.
7 years old. Right.
7 years
That
old
was
writing a song.
Yeah.
What inspired you to say, yo, I'm gonna write this song? Did you know you were writing songs, or were you doing poetry, or did you just like writing? How did that develop?
I don't know. Like, I would listen to like some of the music that are already out and I would just like recreate it.
Dope.
So I'll like listen to the beat and just recreate the words and the melody, and that's how it took off. And then, when I discovered YouTube,
Wow.
you got all the beats there.
Right.
And that's how, I just worked with it. I grew up a lot listening to like radio songs. So that was always like my goal. Like, okay, if I write the song, like who can I hear singing this song? Like how many mainstream artists can I hear singing this song? And that's what kind of like helped me find good beats, good instrumentals, and a great melody, and you know great good choice of words, because sometimes the words don't even have to be that
Right.
great. But yeah, so that's that's how I started.
Definitely. So let me ask you, three singers that you would love to write for. Who would they be?
Three singers: Beyonce would definitely be one. um I would love to write for Justin Timberlake,
Justin.
um and Chris Brown. And I only say that because I already have songs like that for them, you know, but since I don't know any of their connection, you know,
Right.
can't shop it. But I definitely, you know, have some songs like that. And some of the songs I kind of kept for myself.
Okay.
But, you know, those are some of the artists, and definitely some of the artists I would love to like literally collab with, make music with. So yeah.
That's dope right there, and it can happen. So,
Yeah, yeah.
what are some writers that you admire? Some songwriters that you admire?
I like Seven Streeter. She's pretty
Seven Streeter.
dope. Sia, and Babyface.
Oh yeah, Babyface, definitely a
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
Definitely.
Neo is pretty dope too.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Neo slept on, but he's definitely good.
right, right. Yeah, yeah. You know, in time, you know, it's all about believing in yourself and muting that ego that's telling you that, you know, the negative self-talk. Just delete it. Yeah.
That's a fact right there. That's a fact. So, being in the
Right.
Bronx, right? There's a lot of
Mhm.
greats that came from the Bronx. What is the music scene like up there, and what's the competition like in the Bronx?
In the Bronx, I mean, it's different, you know. I feel like Bronx music is completely different from Brooklyn and from, you know, just any other borough or any other state.
Right.
Um, it's a vibe, you know. It's a music that just speaks really about the hustle, the struggle, and I think
Right.
that's great because you know it gives people that space and to speak about, you know, just share their thoughts, and it's also therapy, you know. So
Definitely, definitely
yeah,
therapeutic. So, what's
definitely.
your writing process like when you coming up with a song? How do you get in your zone? Put me in the mind of Alexa V. You're writing, you got your beats on. Tell me what you're
Okay.
thinking.
Okay. All right. Well, first off, like I mentioned earlier, get a beat that sounds like the people will love it. Like, how many artists can you really hear on this record? Like,
Right,
what greats, you know, like can you hear on this beat? Music that is already out in the Billboard charts, you know. And then as far as like getting into the writing process, I first find my melodies
okay,
before I even write because everything is about melody and beats. That's what make people like, you know, really
wow,
vibe with the music, you
right,
know, because like I mentioned earlier, you don't even have to have great words. There's so many music out there that the words are not that fantastic, but the beat and melody,
right.
they're
You
great.
get
Like you can
draws you in.
remember that, and you can remember the words, you understand? But you know, depending what type of music you want to do, if you want to, you know, be like one of the greats. I mean, everybody's great, but if you want that record to be like number one, you know, sometimes the words have to be, you know, on point. So I just go with the melody, and I just sometimes like I just ask myself, you know, like what do I want this record to be about? You know, like I kind of question myself, and then the thoughts just start coming, like the first word start coming, like, you know, and it's simple, like, you know, just gotta like when you hear some of my other songs, I guess you'll understand. Like it's definitely like writing a book, you know.
Right,
The intro, it has to be catchy. The first verse, pre-hook, hook, bridge, catchy. So melodies, that's what it is. Melodies, melodies. That's all it is.
right.
Right, right. So yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. So, I know that you went to a performing arts school. Can you tell us how old you was when you went to that art school, and what was that like? Definitely.
Yes, I think I was 9, 10 when I started.
Wow.
So it was like the PAL programs.
Right.
Yes, I was in those. The one in the Bronx,
Okay.
one in the Bronx, and also in Brooklyn as well. And then I started. So there, I was mainly just dancing. So I did
Wow.
a lot of dancing in groups, you know,
Right.
and some singing. You know, sometimes I would have like a little chance, but I wasn't all that great at that time. So, you know, there was another better singer that, you know, took that chance, even though I kind of wanted that. But
Right. Right.
it's all a learning process. You know, I still woke up every day at 7 o'clock and shout, you know, and try to practice, you know.
I
But
definitely feel you.
but yeah, it was just the PAL program, and then I got into, when I was in high school, I went to a music school called Santa
Okay.
Cruz, Bronx High School of Music, and so there I would, you know, also practice my singing, etc. And then I also got into another program called Impact Repertory Theater.
Okay.
And so there in that group, you know, we would sing. I had some solos, um, uh, mainly rapping.
You was rapping?
I was rapping.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I mean, I know how to write songs like that, you know,
Right.
like I have some records that, you know, that I have for like Rick Ross, even like Chris when he was, you know, started rapping. I have some stuff for like Fresher. Like I have some, like, I know if I wanted to become a rapper, I can, but you know, I don't. That's
Right.
not my lane. So yeah, but there I was, you know, doing some rapping, and then I did some singing as well.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that program was completely great. And then, you know, then that's when I just felt like, you know, okay, I don't want to do any more groups.
Right.
Kind of want to go solo. Yeah.
That's dope
So
right there. So, all right. So you took me fast right there. So you was a
yeah.
songwriter, then you
Hmm.
started doing a little rapping. So I know you write songs for people. So is ghostwriting something that you're interested in doing too as well?
Oh yeah, of course. You know, I mean, my, like, you know, some of these songs, like I said, I never got placed in, but I had, like, I feel like me just trying to write songs for them, and you know, it just helped me get better.
Right.
You know, but I would love to become a songwriter. You know, yeah,
Right.
that's amazing. Like it's fun to me, like because I can listen to beats all day and come
Wow.
up with melodies. You know, so
That's
yeah.
dope right there. So what's the
Yeah.
most challenging part of the songwriting process for you? The most challenging part.
Um, I was I would say with the beat, because sometimes with some producers when they make their beat, it you there's times where I wouldn't know when does the verse start or the pre-hook. So
Right.
there are times that I have to rearrange it myself um
Wow.
to make it into, you know, what I hear in my head. So yeah, like so one of my songs I had to do that
Oh
just to
wow.
give it that sound. So because without it, it just would have been running pre-hook. It just didn't give me that feeling. So
Right, right.
yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Since you listen to beats, you do a lot of writing. Have you ever worked with a producer and customly came up with stuff from the beginning from like scratch? Since that you have the ear for it, have you had
Yeah.
custom beats, or most of the time they come already made?
Well, most of the songs that are right now that are out, um, they come already. But I'm really in the works of like recreating with a producer. I have like 3 producers in mind. I also play piano.
Wow.
I've been teaching myself, and I have 6 songs that I'll be putting out in my album, which I'm not sure when it'll come out, to be honest, because I still have 2 more EPs that I want to drop. But
Okay.
um, I'm definitely creating, and I'll be collabing with, like, you know, other producers to work around whatever I came up with. So
Okay. That's
yeah,
dope. That's dope
yeah.
right there. So what 3 producers? Give me 3 producers. I know you said you have 3 right now, but if you could
Mhm.
pick any 3 producers in the whole world, give me 3 producers you would love to work with.
3 producers that I would love to work with. Um, hmm, it's kind of hard because
It's a
I
lot
work
of
with
them. It's a lot of them out there.
it's a lot of them, all of them.
I feel you on that. Well, if you were working on your album and they said we could get you any 3 producers, who's producing your album? Which 3?
Mm. Um, Man, Kanye dope, man.
Kanye. Kanye is
Kanye.
dope. Kanye is dope.
Kanye. Kanye. Uh I would say mm, man, I don't know, man.
So
I
many
can't
out
say.
there.
I'm gonna say all of them, man. I can't really like,
Narrow it
if I
down.
miss one, if I miss one, then they're like, oh, she ain't say my name.
Right. Now I feel you on that. Play it safe. I feel you on that. Play it safe.
I'm playing
Definitely.
it safe. Yeah.
I feel you. I definitely feel you on that. So I definitely feel you. So let's jump back to the performing arts school. And you said you were a dancer. What type of dance did y'all do?
Hip hop.
Hip hop
We did.
dance?
Yeah, hip
Okay.
hop dance. Yeah,
So
yeah,
so your performance, do you incorporate any of this dance in your performance now, or you're more like a
yeah. Not yet. But I'm coming out with more pop music, so I would have to tap into that. It's been a while. I mean, I still got my rhythms.
right? Now I feel you.
But I would have to tap in. I'll just get a great choreographer and get back to it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And also, you say you play piano. You self-taught.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
What got you into that?
Well, I always wanted to play piano, but we have that ego, you
Right.
know, that tells us, oh, it's gonna take forever. You can't do that now. I'll do it tomorrow,
Right.
and then tomorrow comes and it's like, and it tells you that you're lazy and crap. So I
Right.
kind of I kind of muted that, I shut it down and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go to my living room, set my schedules, twice a week, and
Right.
really be self disciplined, because I feel like it's very important for us to like really be aware and acknowledge that negative self-talk and like really go against it. Like
That's
the
real.
only competition is yourself. Like, don't worry about what everybody is, doing. You'll get there. They may be
Exactly.
a little a step from you, but they're not better than you, and you're not better than them.
Right.
But you'll get there. We're all here learning to be our best version. Like, come on.
Right. That's a
Like,
fact right there.
yeah.
That's real.
So,
That's definitely real. So,
right.
how long have you been playing? Now, how long have you been
Uh,
teaching yourself?
no, it's been like 6 months.
6 months. That's dope.
Mhm. Six
Okay, I
months.
know. I know with singers, a lot of times with the notes and the arrangements and stuff like that, does learning the piano, do they go hand in hand? Does it make it easier being a singer, or is it easier learning the notes and being a singer with the pitch and stuff like that? How do they go hand in hand, and how's that experience?
Um, no, yeah, it's easier with the notes and singing. Like normally, like I would want to practice. So, I practice all the time, but there's certain times where if I hear a melody, I'll just start singing with
Wow.
it, along with it. And that's how I was able to create 6 songs. But I'm
Right.
supposed to be practicing, playing piano, but I'm over here creating music.
Wow. That's dope.
But I think I need to like really set that schedule. Okay, this time is just practice, no creating music just yet.
I definitely feel you on that, but I think it's hard to cut that creative process on because us being
Right, because if
creative,
you hear something, right, you don't want to lose it.
right,
Right,
it
right.
just comes. So I think sometimes we just got to listen to that creative voice, and sometimes that be some of our best stuff in that moment. So I think just
Hmm.
keep going, like you said. Don't give up and don't get distracted. Still put the work in, but you're still progressing both ways. So it's definitely a
Hmm.
beautiful thing.
No, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. You never want to ignore that. Like one of the hooks, I'll let you hear a little bit of it.
Okay.
That I came up with, and I couldn't ignore it. Like that was when I was like, no, I need to practice, but I stuck with it. So it goes like this. No matter what they say, all of us are born with a destiny. If you reach for the stars, it's written above your crown. Don't look down, hold your ground. No matter what they say. 'Cause all of us are born with a destiny. If you reach for the stars, it's written above your crown. Don't look down, hold your ground. So kind of
That's
like came up
dope.
with
And the
that.
words are powerful. That's a powerful word. It's almost like an affirmation, like a daily self
Right.
affirmation right there. So that's
Exactly. And
powerful.
that's all I live by. Affirmations.
I feel you on that, yo. And I definitely see you doing your thing. So wow, that's dope right there. So what inspired you? You were that was one of the moments where you was practicing and it just came?
Yes, that was one of the moments where I was practicing. And then when I heard that melody, I was like, okay, let me go with it. And that's when I just like asked myself, okay, what do the people need to hear? Like, it's
Right.
really about serving, so like, what do my listeners need to hear? Like, what do they need to know? Like, that's just what I question out loud. And then boom, no matter what they say, So
Right.
yeah.
That's real right there. So it's almost like no matter what you're facing, you can do it. It's like one of those empowerment.
Exactly. I mean, we're humans. Like, we can all do it. Like,
That's a
it's
fact
it's
right
just
there.
it's all about self-discipline. It's about changing your habits. Like, I changed my habits and now I'm playing piano. Like,
Right.
I didn't know that. Like, and that's because I mute the ego. You have to be aware of what that negative self-talk is telling you, and you have to tell yourself that's not who you are. We
Exactly.
are all gray, and we can all reach and become who we want to become. It's about do you want to go through it? Like, it's your choice.
Right.
So
That's real right
yeah,
there. You just said an
yeah,
empowering thing because a lot of times people try to limit us and they try to put their views on us of what we can do. And
exactly.
sometimes we believe them, but like you said, we got to mute them voices and
Right.
push past that. So that's dope. And I
Exactly.
notice when you sing, you got a lot of soul and passion in your voice. You have a big
Mhm.
voice. They
Mhm.
call it a big voice. How
Right.
long did it take you to
Mhm.
cultivate that?
Um, I'm not sure. Well, I I mean, I guess with some of the artists that I listen to, like, I would try to do that type of tone. And then I also was in a gospel choir,
Okay.
so I think that helped me a little bit more. I used to shy away from that, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know
You got
why,
you gotta
but
let it out.
oh no, now I'm just like,
Right.
this is the gift that I kind of like created. Like, I just went with it, so let me just embrace it, and people love it, and
That's a fact.
I'm just gonna let it flow.
That's a
Yeah.
fact right there. I notice a lot of the best singers they come from like religious background. They the
Mhm.
chorus experience. So
Right.
how does that play into who you are today? Like the foundation that was from singing in the choir and stuff like that. Because when I say that, those type of singers, it's like you can feel it. It's like you may have some entertainers that it sounds good, but then you
Hmm.
have singers where they sing and you got the hair standing up on your arm and it's like it's cutting through you.
Right.
Where do you think
Well,
that comes from?
from the soul.
Right,
It just, I don't know. I mean, I love it because it just kind of connected me to like give out more emotion, feel it
right,
more, and have listeners feel that
right.
as well. So um, now that I'm embracing that, people feel it. They,
Definitely dope.
yeah.
It's definitely dope, and
uh,
you can definitely feel it. And you can tell that you're doing it with a passion. Like you can tell it's something that you love.
mhm,
That's wonderful right there. So at this
right.
point, I mean, you got me over here. I'm feeling the vibe. I want to jump now. I done jumped off my script. We're gonna freestyle right now. So at this point, I know the people out there like, wow, they're probably in all like me. You got a new EP out right now,
Yes, yes. It's called Timeless.
Timeless. And
Yes, I have.
where can they find the EP at?
The EP is on all platforms on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere.
Okay, so if you had to explain what type of sound and what inspired this EP that you wrote, and what
hmm
kind of emotions were you going through recording this project?
Well, this EP is about love. It's emotional roller coaster. And when I was writing some of these songs, I was just trying to tap into like past experience, what I've seen growing up. Now all the songs are, about me, but I like to
Right.
write about, everyone. Um, and Yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster, and I feel like, the people will relate and
Right.
remember certain times and of their significant other, like, so yeah,
Right.
that's what this EP is about.
That's dope right there. So let me ask you a question, because
Mhm,
you're a little bit knowledgeable about the business. I can tell that you've been studying music for a while. R&B,
mhm,
90s R&B,
mhm.
today's R&B, and your words and from your eyes,
Okay.
what differences do you see, and do you think for the better, for the worse, or it's evolving? What's your take on it from 90s R&B when guys were singing and reaching for the
I
sky and
I
things like
loved
that?
it. I love that.
Right.
That was I feel like it was more real. It was, you can believe the man. I
Right.
mean, now, not all, some, because there
Right.
are a lot of artists that are still, giving
Oh
that
yeah.
vibe, but they don't have that exposure, where
True.
I wouldn't see them. But I guess some of the ones that I have seen, you know, I guess so many people are hurt and not leaving the past, that they're just hiding some of the emotions, and it's not, there's no passion anymore. Like, passion is what, you know gets you,
Right.
and what keeps you, and so I mean, it's great, it's different, like that, nothing's supposed to be the same, just like, us human beings, like, we're supposed to still learn and grow, but I 90s all the way.
Right. Definitely. Definitely.
Right.
So being said, let me ask you a question. They say good guys finish last. Is chivalry really dead? Is that how women look at it in 2020, or is that not true? That's a misconception.
Where good guys finish last.
Yeah, and chivalry is dead. They say there's no more good guys out there, and
Oh, come on. Do you know how many people are in this world?
right,
It's in the box where you at. Like, if
right,
you're if it's whatever you attract,
right.
you are who you attract. If you don't
Wow.
want that type of energy, leave. Go
Right,
somewhere else. Discover, travel. Like, I love traveling. Travel the world. You're gonna meet so many different people, and you might meet the love of your life, who's gonna just change your whole thought of, like, a specific group. Like, like,
right,
everyone is different. Like, don't,
right,
I don't want people, like, I used to be there where I used to think all men is the same, but that's because I allowed these men to, like, still recognize my worth, but they knew that I didn't know my worth. You understand?
right. That's
So,
powerful.
just, yeah, like, if, no, no, there are great guys out there. There are great guys, and then there are guys that need some healing,
Right,
and you have to choose whether, if you're the woman, you have to choose whether you want to stick to that healing, because it might be some ups and downs, or you
right,
want to give him that space, and you guys reconnect another time, if that's what the universe wants you to,
right.
do.
That's dope.
So,
That's
I
real
don't
right.
believe that. I don't believe that. You know?
Okay. I don't believe it
Re-
either. I know a lot of people say
re-
that, but I just wanted to get your take on it. And
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
don't want to get
I,
off of it. Got
Hmm. No,
is it
I definitely understand why they say that, but it's you gotta. It's like whoever's in your circle,
right?
you know.
Change the circle, you change the
Change your
world.
circle. That's it.
Right. Okay. I don't want to
Yeah.
get away from the EP, but you brought up
Hmm.
traveling.
Right.
What are the two top places that you enjoyed the most?
Oh, Thailand
Wow.
and Jamaica and the grill. That's
Wow. Wow.
that's the place. Yeah, yeah. Thailand was
So
beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
tell me a little bit about Thailand.
It was great. I went to Phuket. The food was amazing. I loved their soups. It was the people was great. Um, and I love it. I love how everything is out there. I spent time with some elephants,
Wow.
some tigers. I'm very adventurous. Like this is our world. Like we should all travel and see things differently and meet new people. And I, I love it. And the grill, I love the beach out there, and the food was delicious.
Really?
So
That's dope
yeah,
right there.
yeah.
So having a broader spectrum, do you think that makes it easier being a creator and a writer that you're able to touch more people outside of the box, being in a box?
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So let me ask you, have you performed outside of the states or just in the
Yes.
okay,
Hmm.
what are some places that you performed at?
Mainly all the places I traveled to, I will perform. Not where like I would plan it, it's just like spontaneous. Like if there's like a live band or something, I'll just like,
Wow.
do a little acapella,
Okay.
let people know that I sing. And yeah.
Okay. So
So
what was their feedback like? How did they receive the music worldwide? How did they receive it?
they like it. They still connected. I'm still connected with them. Even some people in Cuba. I
Wow.
performed at a restaurant over there, and they loved it. So
Wow. That's
yeah,
dope. So
that was fun. That was fun.
you already Miss International already.
Right. Hey, it's got to be that international artist.
No, I feel you. I say that jokingly, but I'm serious. When I hear your music, you have a world sound. It's
Mm,
not like it's not like a box or what you would typically hear on the radio, but that's
mhm.
not a bad thing. It's a
Right.
world sound. And most of the world singers, they wind up being the ones on the top of the billboards or the ones that have longevity. So you have
Right.
substance with your music and your voice is what I'm trying to say. If that makes
Oh,
sense.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
So
Appreciate you.
back to the EP. Tell them the name again right quick.
This is my EP, right? It's called Timeless, and my single is called In Time. So yes, he'll
Let's
definitely
jump
be
into that
playing.
video. We're gonna jump into
Yes,
that
yes.
video. Tell them a
This is
little bit
in.
about In Time.
Mhm.
My fault to cut you off. Tell them about In Time and what it was like writing that and what inspired you to make that song.
Um, Well, I wrote the song because I feel like many of us are with our significant love other or just with our family members, and we don't really appreciate them as much when they're here present with us. And this is for some people, and we just end up appreciating them more when they're gone. And I know that living in that regret is like painful. So yeah, this is why I wrote that song. We should appreciate and be grateful and tell the people that we love every day, stay connected with them and reach out to them and tell them that you love them, that you see them, you're here for them. Because when they're not here and you start reminiscing that you did not, give them all the attention that they needed, then that pain,
Right.
it's going to take a while to heal. I mean, we can all heal, but that pain at that moment, it's going to hurt. So
That's
yeah, this is my single called In Time, and it's also available on all platforms.
Every day you inspire me, darling. inspire me to reach the high me. I didn't know what love was until I met you. How can I describe this feeling? Holding you. One last time. One last time. Holding you. One last time. One last time. If I could hold you close to me one last time, can you be mine? Let me show you, and you can see one last time. Please be mine. As I stared into your eyes, I began to realize I feel most love when I'm with you. What a wondrous face to call home, holding you. One last time. One last time, holding you. One last time, one last time. If I could hold you close to me one last time, can you be mine? Let me show you, and you can see one last time. Please be mine. If I could hold you close to me one last time, can you be mine? Let me show you, and you can see one last time. Please be mine. If I can hold you one last time.
Wow. I almost want to take it back again right there. That's a powerful song right there. Definitely a powerful song. And I'm not going to lie, I was listening to the song a couple of days ago, and I found myself just playing it over and over and over. Has people ever told you that before?
Yeah.
It takes you on a journey. You know, I lost my dad not too long ago, about a year ago, but it's like, it just makes you think. So when you were talking about emotions and making people feel those emotions, you definitely captured that on that song. And I think that was one of the original songs that I heard from you. And I was like, yo, wow. When I, being honest, when I heard the song, I'm like, wow, like I can hear this song on like a movie, like a big, one of those big productions. I'm like, who is this? And then I searched you and found you, and I'm like, yo, this is dope. What was it like? Did you know when you came up with that? Because I know you felt it. Did you know, like, I got one with this, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. I know, like, when I knew that was, to me, could be a great record, because when I write good songs like that, it gives me goosebumps. So if I feel like it gives me goosebumps, it makes my eyes watery, and then I just like get so excited.
Yes.
That's how I know. So
Wow.
yeah. And right now, like off my EP, I feel like I honestly have about 3 songs that gives me that.
Wow.
You know.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. Kind of got me a little choked up here, but it's dope. It's emotional and it makes you think in the day and times we living in now. A lot of people going through things.
Right.
So it's really one of those songs that was needed right now. So definitely salutes to you for that one. That's dope.
Thank you.
One last for real. And what were you thinking? I knew you knew that you had a good one, but what was going through your mind in the studio? Did you record that in your home studio?
I recorded some of them in my studio, but the other half somewhere else.
Okay.
I wrote it at home in the Bronx at that time. Yeah, I was in the Bronx when I wrote it. And yeah, like I felt like, I can hear, like if I wanted to give that song away, like I can hear who can sing it, So that's another thing.
Right.
Like, I mean
Don't
that's
give
just
it away.
how I
Don't
kind of
give
like.
that one away.
I know. Oh, I know. I won't. But yeah, like if once you feel like you can hear another amazing artist on it, and you did a great job.
Definitely did. So let me ask you a question. I know with the pandemic and everything going on, New York was hit kind of hard. When did you make this song, and what emotions again were you like? What inspired? Was it the beat, like the way the world was in a chaos, things going on around you? Because you
Mm-hmm.
pulled on some emotions on that song right there.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
wasn't just
Well,
I'm just writing, just going through emotions. You were
oh,
in a
this
place. Where were
right,
you?
right. Um, no, well, this song was recorded before, the whole thing started. Like it was recorded a couple years ago. And
Wow.
and that was actually a song that I was going to give away. Um, and that was where, like, that was the last song that I kind of told myself, you know what, I'm keeping the song and I'm becoming the
Right.
artist. So that was the song that made me change my mind to be the artist. Like I mentioned earlier, that I
Right.
now I'm professionally being the artist. Yeah.
Wow. Thank God for that song one last time, because that song definitely doesn't need to be given away. But I'm curious, who did you write the song for?
I wrote it for a local artist. Um,
Okay.
he wanted, a song that it's a love song. He wanted a love song, and I kind of came up with that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Powerful.
yeah.
That's a powerful song right there. That's
Thank you.
definitely talent. Definitely
Thank
talent.
you.
So
Thank
again,
you.
without that song, who knows? We would have never, the world would have never got Alexa V. So
Right.
again, one last time. One last time. That's yeah. Wow. Wow.
It's called In Time.
In time.
Because In Time, yes.
In time.
I was gonna call it One Last Time, but sometimes we don't always have to use like the same name of, like, what
Right.
we use in the hook. But I call it In Time
In time.
um we still have to have faith that in time we will heal, in time we will meet again. So
Right.
that's why I call
Wow.
it In Time. Yeah.
That's definitely dope right there. So wow.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
it's six songs on the project.
Yes.
Okay. And it's already out now on all platforms.
Yeah, the EP is called Timeless.
Okay. So,
And then this is my single, and that was called In Time.
okay. So let me ask you a question. You're an
Mhm,
artist. I'm at your
mhm,
show, right? This is an
mhm,
emotional song.
mhm.
You're performing this.
Okay.
Crowds in hands in the air. Everybody's crying. Everybody's feeling their emotions.
Yeah.
What song comes next after that?
After that song, oh,
or would that be your
gonna,
finale?
I'm gonna get everybody happy and smiling, and I'm gonna hit them with my pop tune called Diamond Doll.
Diamond Dog. You want to jump into that now?
Yeah, let them hear that.
All right, let me say something before I play it. Now I told you we was gonna get you out of here with Diamond Dog, but I got to bring you back because I want to know about that acting. So we're gonna do Diamond Dog, and is it cool to bring you right back after that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I want to touch into the acting. You then took me on an emotional roller coaster. Yo, Diamond Dog, you can set it up. Yo, I'm over here. I got to get myself together. You can set Diamond Dog. I'm gonna get it ready. Here we go. Diamond Dog, y'all.
We can, I mean, if you definitely want to hear about the acting, we can do the acting and we can end it.
Okay.
Let people hear the Diamond Doll.
All right, let's do that then. We'll do Diamond Dog then talk about the acting. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I don't know where we're going, but you walked into my life without knowing who I really am. Figure me out, figure me now. The look on your face gets me high. The touch of your hand makes me high. Flames are sparkling everywhere. If this is all the love, it's been in the air. Money came by your love, but money came by your diamonds. Money came by your love, but money came by your diamonds. Money came by me love, money came by me diamond rings. Money came by me love, money came by me diamond rings. I'll lead your way. It's a place I know of. Do you know what I mean, baby? Come follow me. Follow me down. Let me show you how. The look on your face gets me high. The touch of your hand makes me high. Flames are sparkling everywhere. If this is all the love, it's been in the air. Money came by your love, but money came by your diamond ring. Money came by your love, but money came by your diamond ring. Money came by me love, money came by me diamond rings. Money came by me love, money came by me diamond rings. The sweet smell of love, fine dancing through the wind. Just pull me close, don't you dare let go. This feeling feels right, so right. What's love? Money, love, money, diamond ring. Money came by me love. Diamond ring.
Wow. That's dope right there. Wow. The money. Wow. So tell me what was in your mind when you came up with that song right there. And it's definitely a feel-good song. I'm not a dancer. I'm feeling myself doing one of these. It feels like I'm doing the cha-cha a little bit, but it makes me want to move. Yo, right. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a fun song. What was you thinking when you came up with that concept?
Well, I wrote that song was when I was on the plane and I was heading to
Wow.
Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just wanted to speak about, money cannot buy you love, like, but it can buy you material things, it's just a
Right.
feeling of, when you get these things, you just have that feeling. So what you really need is love, real love. Love is,
Real
you
enough.
can't buy love. Um, but yeah, that,
That's a fact.
so when you hear some of the words, you know, I think is when I say honey can buy you love. No, I forget the the pre-hug, but some
Right.
words I say that you can hear, okay, she was probably somewhere like on a plane or so
Right.
kind of added, certain words like hi and um that helped me, and also I looked around like the people around me, I kind of like just worked with my environment
Right.
and past experience. Yeah.
Right.
So
Right. And you'll be shooting a video for that soon?
yes, I'm actually working on a content
Okay.
for it. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. I
Oh,
have an
that
idea.
I can imagine. If you need a dancer, I can do this. But I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I look forward to the single, and that's a dope song right there, yo. And I think a lot of people are definitely gonna feel that song right there, especially when you go out you're having a good time. It's one of those. Even I can see that in the skating ring, kind of.
Right, 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 right,
Yeah,
right,
it's one of those
right.
another world song. Like international is like a different type of vibe, but it's like you get
Hmm.
somewhere, you're on a resort, somewhere you're on vacation.
Yeah,
It's one of those
yeah.
type of vibes. So, yo, that's dope right there. So, I like the way that you're well versed all around. It's like you got
Right.
one side of the spectrum, but you hit everything. So, that's dope right there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
okay, well, let's get to the acting real quick. So,
Okay.
tell me about the acting. What's up with the acting?
Acting was great. I've got certain gigs for MTV,
Right?
a series called MSS series. I've done some work with Netflix
Netflix.
for the show called El Calderón with Nicky Jam and Daddy Yankee. And
Wow.
I also did a Yahoo series for John Stamos, from Full House, John
I
Stamos.
remember John Stamos. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Everybody knows John Stamos. Yeah.
so
But,
he had a show called Losing It with John Stamos,
okay.
and he had an episode with Stacey Dash, and I
Wow.
played Stacey Dash when she was 16. She's talking about a
Wow.
story where she met, a guy, and I was the young Stacey at that time.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's
yeah,
dope right there. So what was that
yeah.
experience like acting and how do you like acting and can we see will do in the future do you see yourself doing more acting? Is that something else
Mhm.
that you're interested in?
Yeah, commercials, I would say. I also done a commercial
Okay.
too for Asian bistro, a restaurant. But I kind of like commercials. I like smiling, so
Right.
so
Right.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
um, as far as like acting in a movie, I don't know. If it comes, then it comes. But some of those
Right.
gigs I got myself. Um,
Wow.
so yeah. But for the Yahoo one, I was with a company called Explore Talent, and
Okay.
they got me that gig. Um, but everything else is just, I guess, networking and just searching
Right.
online and sending out your headshots and you know. But yeah,
Wow. That's dope right there. And so you play Stacey Dash.
yeah,
Everybody knows Stacey Dash, Saved by the Bell and all that good stuff.
right,
Can I
yeah.
ask you your next good, good.
No. I guess at that time I had blondish hair,
Okay.
and so I ended up putting on screen contacts. They
Wow.
wanted, yeah, for the actual scene, so that was fun.
Wow, that's dope right there. And now that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said you do in your own way, I'm not because she's older now, but you
Hmm.
definitely could be, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, the young
Definitely.
Stacey.
I mean, no, you Alexa V, but I'm
Right.
saying it's the same thing. So when people saw Stacey Dash, when they
Hmm.
see Alexa V, is what I'm trying to say. Is like, wow,
Right, right,
whoa. But
right, right.
what's your nationality?
Well, my parents' background, Dominican and Asian.
Dominican and Asian. How many
Hmm.
languages do you speak?
Just Spanish and English.
Spanish and English. I heard it when you said the Daddy Yankee. It came out, so I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. All right, and then being from New York, I'm pretty sure like a lot of that's normal.
Hmm.
Okay, so dope.
Yeah, yeah.
So Thailand, and then it was Jamaica. What
Jamaica.
places
Yeah.
haven't you been that you would like to travel to?
Um, I would like to go to Scotland.
Scotland. Wow.
Yeah, because I've been to all like the Caribbean. Like, yeah, I've been to all those places. Barbados. I've been, you know, Cuba.
Wow.
I've been to a whole bunch of places, but um, Europe. I want to go over there.
To Europe. That's dope.
Hmm.
Right there. So before I let you out of here, what's something that people may not know about Alexa V that you would like to share? And as the artist, what should they expect from Alexa V?
Well, I just want people to know that I am learning and growing just like everyone else. I'm, really focused on just being the best version of me, and I want people to do the same, to um, become a better them and be okay to be different and accept your flaws, because the word perfect is it's an illusion. It does not exist. Perfect is for someone who's insecure, who's still working on themselves. So um yeah, just being the best you, and motivate yourself, like motivate yourself, because you can do anything, anything you put your mind to, literally.
That's a fact
You'll
right
you'll,
there.
you'll shock yourself, because I'm every day I shock myself. It's how you
Wow.
start your day. It's also how you start your day. I wake up every morning, I meditate every morning, I read affirmation books. You know, I stay positive. I keep positive things around me, and remove the negativity. So if you know something is not good for you, remove it, because this is
Right.
your life. You have a goal to achieve, to for your family or whoever, for yourself. So yeah, that's about it.
That's dope right there. So for any young girls out there that's aspiring to be a songwriter, actress, or singer, what advice would you give them?
I would say just fill it in here. You know, everything, all the answers are within.
Right.
Um, so definitely, you know, make sure that you're just tapping into yourself, to the real you. Don't just do music like everyone else, or just to fit in, or do it because of you. And the right people will love you. The right people will be there for you. So don't try to, get that attention. Yeah.
Right.
So
That's a fact
yeah.
right there. So before you go, tell the people where they can reach you at. Any last words? And I appreciate you coming on the show because you didn't have to. I really support your music. Anything we can do here at The Proof, let me know to help you. Any kind of promotion ways that we can help you along your journey. And I plan on being a fan and staying in touch. I want to see where this journey takes you. So before you go, any last words to your fans out there and for people that may see the show that are now fans, where can they reach you at? And you can tie it all
Yeah.
together.
Okay, thank you. You can definitely reach me at my social media, official Alexa V. That's on all platforms. Um, Facebook, Twitter. You can find me there. Um, and my music is on Spotify, YouTube, um, and you can just search Alexa V Timeless EP. And yeah, I just want everyone to know, thank you so much for listening. And I would love for you to join me in my journey, and yeah, definitely just stay connected, reach out and let me know what you love, you know, and what would you want me to write about. If you have a story that you want me to write about, just let me know.
That's dope. That's dope right there. That's dope. So again, y'all, that's Alexa V in the building. Yo, I'm excited. I'm a fan. I feel like I'm supposed to be the host, but I feel like I'm sitting there at a signing and I'm just like, wow, I'm over here stuck like Chuck. But yo, you're a big talent. Yo, you're a good person. Yo, I love what you're doing. Much
Thank you.
success to you. And hopefully we can have you back on the show later on down the road as projects continue to work. I got to bring it back one more time. Alexa V, in time. We're going to end it with that. And I appreciate you. Salute Alexa V. Salute to everybody watching. This is The Proof is in the Pudding.
Thank you.
Every day you inspire me, darling. Inspire me to reach the high me. I didn't know what love was until I met you. How can I describe this feeling? Holding you one last time, one last time, holding you one last time, one last time. If I could hold you close to me one last time, can you be my last time? Let me show you, and you can see one last time. Please be my last time. As I stared into your eyes, I began to realize I feel most love when I'm with you. What a wondrous face to call home, holding you one last time, one last time, holding you one last time, one last time. If I could hold you close to me one last time, can you be my last time? Let me show you, and you can see one last time. Please be mine. If I could hold you, close to me, one last time, can you be mine? Let me show you, and you can see one last time. Please be mine. If I can hold